I'm gonna be a stack. I feel really awkward making this. Um, it's not something I normally do because I'm usually like, I'm not. This is something different. This is just like low key. I saw some people do that I know. I'm like, sure, it's just a life update. That's it. That's all it is. I'll be playing Sky Battle because yes, if I get overstimulated from Sky Battle, I will switch games. But what are we doing? I'm not gonna really try that hard. If I die, I die. Yeah, it's been a lot. I think this last month has been a definitely a big reality check for me in terms of my online life and the people that I associate myself with. I found a lot of good people recently, and I found a lot of people that I feel like are there for me. And one of my biggest struggles, back then was just finding people that I felt like were there for me and not there for the non-existent numbers that I that I low-key have, or like something else, something like not genuine. And I feel like recently I've found people that I think I can resonate with, and I found people that care about me, and that's something that I value a lot. You know, on top of that, content-wise, the month of July has been really weird for me. I've been like averaging like 10. Like, I think you don't understand. I was averaging like barely 5 like a while back. The fact that I'm averaging like double digits is like kind of nuts because I feel like I've been like falling off. I'm not gonna lie. And then like on top of that, July has been a really good content month for me, like, and just internet month for me because I've made a lot of old friends back, which is awesome. I think a lot of people that I used to think didn't like me, I've realized they're all chill and awesome, and like, they're all chill with me, which is great to hear, obviously. Um, you know, am I like self-conscious and stuff like that? Of course I am. Obviously I definitely care a lot, too much about how I am because I really want to leave here with a good impact on people. And if I feel like that I've butchered that slightly, it will eat away at me for, you know, hell's end. Like, it, it's gonna have an effect on me a lot. And I think I've seen that recently where my self-consciousness has definitely increased. And, that's on top of IRL stuff. But IRL wise, I've been just, good at this game. Okay. IRL wise, it's been interesting. I'm not gonna get into it because obviously it's not my place, but well, it is my place. It's just not in my comfort level at the minute. I'll talk about it to friends and shit in depth, but not here. But what I will say is, a lot of stuff is going on in one side of my family that scares me a lot. For my own, not only my own safety, but my own future. And in August, I will be forced to take a step back, and that'll be hard for me. Um, Mainly because everyone on here has meant a lot to me, and everyone on here has been wonderful. Honestly, like as much as just I hate someone, I don't really care. Like your internet people, bro. I like I don't gaff. You know every little minor thing that people have done to me, I'm like, okay, moving on. Like, you speak to me the wrong way, good for you, bro. Have a nice life. Like, that's literally all it is. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Nah, but nah, it's definitely gonna be a change. Not a like a change that I'm not. Oh, whatever. A change that I don't necessarily want to make. Yelp phase. Um, it's not a change that I want to make, but it's a change that's gonna have to happen, and it sucks, obviously, but you know, it is what it is. Do I like the situation I'll be put into? No, to be honest, absolutely not. Can I move? Nah, but like, it's gonna be interesting. August is gonna be a to be honest, very scary month for me. I'm gonna have to move a lot of things, not only physically but mentally, to the side. And you know, that's just a part of the household I'm gonna be into. It's gonna be a very strict process, and do I think I'm ready for it? Absolutely not. But I'm gonna have to lock in somehow. Um, and one other thing is like, I don't think y'all realize like, in terms of like life-wise, I've been going through a lot of stuff. Not only just, you know, mentally, but in school, I'm honestly doing fine. Like, I don't have to try in school, and I still get like 80s and 90s overall, and it's like, sick, okay, awesome. And then I'm being told that I'm not, that I have to be challenged, and that I'm not, you know, not doing enough, and then I have to move schools. Whatever, like, yeah, it is what it is. As much as it's really, I'm not saying it on this, but like, it's really annoying. Like, it's not a very good feeling at all. And especially when a lot of the things that I like are being undermined, a lot of my feelings are being kept in because of a lack of understanding and a lack of communication. It definitely sucks. The household I'm in right now is not a very accepting one that I'm going into, and one that's very rigid, and one that's, you know, dare I say conservative, but you know, just not a very fun one for someone like me to be in. You know, I'm not very excited. I've been trying to just avoid this for as long as possible. I don't like thinking about it. Because the more I do, the more I realize, like, this is really not a great thought for me to have, not a very great experience for me to, you know, go through, and I'll get through it. Do I think that it's going to end up the way that it's portrayed? Absolutely not. I think there's going to be a lot of things that change and a lot of things that switch as it goes on. But you know, another one shout out I want to give, and I know she's gonna absolutely fucking hate me saying this, but No QBs is genuinely like the best person I've like ever met. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, absolutely no glaze. Like, well, oh my, oh, I hate myself. Nah, but like genuinely, like, no glaze. Like, she is like the best person I've met on here, like, hands down. Like, she's one of the most supportive, like, nice, funny people that I've ever have the privilege of talking to, and you know, it's through all of this, she's been a very big shining light on me, and you know, I'm happy to have her as a part of my life, and I'm happy to have her, you know, by my side whenever I need it, and I'm gonna reciprocate that same energy towards her because she deserves the shit out of it. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. You know, she deserves the world, and she's giving me that, and I want to give her that. That's my opinion. A thing I will say, I'm recording this on the 17th. Last night, I had a really like bad stream. I don't know, it just, my mental was completely off for no reason. And then I got on a call with her, and I was warning her before, like, I will break. Like, a lot of things are not going right for me right now. Like, something's gonna happen. Like, it's, you know, she was, you know, more than accepting of that, and she, you know, talked to me about it. She was, you know, being supportive and just being there. And I talked for about like 40 minutes and shit about just the stuff I was feeling and stuff like that. And I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like, I know, again, it's not true, but I feel like the biggest like pussy in the world. Like, I feel like, okay, from the way I've been like raised and stuff like that, like, just in general, I've been taught to, like, you know, men are supposed to be the tough ones, and women are supposed to be the ones that are the emotional ones. And you know, my at least this one side of my household is very oh, I'm very alive. One side of my household is very old. I don't know, like old headed. Like they live in the past. The other side is very woke, and that's kind of more I'm leaning. I'm very much towards the supportive group, obviously. But like, you know, it's hard getting told those narratives at what, 16? You know what I mean? Like, basically I just have a lot of like gender roles and like conservative thoughts that are ingrained in my brain, and they try to like, you know, get on my butt for, and I'm not about that. I'm much rather support the people that I'm around, that I'd much rather, you know, think what I want to think and not be shoved into an agenda. Um, and that's that. And I know like it's weird because a lot of the people here have seen me as like silly, like stupid, like brain rotty, like type of guy, but like that is just not who I am, like at all. Like I say like, oh yeah, and like yeah, bro, like IRL, like that's a thing that I do, but like I'm very chill. Like I'm very to myself a lot of the time, and I'm honestly a lot more sociable than I was before, which I fucking love. Hold on, if I hit this one to go, by the way, can I just say, nice. Yup. Nah, but genuinely, I'm a lot more sociable than I was before. But nah, I'm a lot more sociable than I was like a few months ago because I have a job now. Scary, I know I have a fucking job. No, but I'm a lot more sociable than I was before. I'm a lot better at talking to people. I'm a lot just, you know, I think I'm better as a person as well. Like as much as I give myself absolute crap for, you know, not being good enough, I genuinely think that as a person I've improved a lot. Just in general, like confidence and in you know, in in confidence and in like accountability. Um and also, by the way, I will say I'm like circling a lot. If I like brush over a topic, that is my bad. I am just yapping about everything. But yeah, I'm in a very conservative household, so a lot of the things that are getting shoved down my throat are not of my, you know, ideal, and not of my what's the word? A lot of the things are not in my nature. And I try and act silly here because low-key it is just a coping mechanism. I just try and be funny to make other people laugh, and usually it works. But you know, I think that it helps me a lot too in distracting myself. And if I was chill and boring, I wouldn't feel as happy as I do now. And that's just kind of it. You know what I mean? Like, I like the persona that I have. Like, as much as I give myself crap for it, like, I like the persona that I have. I like that it's adjustable, I guess. Um, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy that I am where I'm at on the internet. I'm a little sad that it'll have to be hung up, and I'm definitely a lot of emotions with that in terms of like streaming and stuff, because like I said before, my streaming have been, you know, doing really well, and it'd be really hard to just fucking hang that up. Also, I'm dead. It'd be really hard to like hang that up, um, and act like I don't care, because I obviously do. Like, that's a really big part of what I've been grinding, and everything that I've worked for is just gonna be like halted pretty much, and it sucks because it's for an extended period of time. Um, you know, that stuff's hard. I think, you know, the position I've been put in is very weird. I've been dealing with a bunch of shit for 2 years in a row, and it's just like I'm having extra 2 years to deal with that exact same shit, and it honestly it hurts. But no one sees this side of me. No one needs to be honest. But this is just something that I think I needed to do for myself. I needed to get all most of, well, not all, but most of my thoughts out into a video, because I think that just, me talking and me yapping is what's gonna help me get all of my thoughts out. I hate writing. I hate like typing. I just love just yapping and talking. That's literally it. Yeah. That's that. Yeah. The rest of the summer honestly should be good. I have a lot of other events I'm playing. I can just remember all of them. Ready Wars, I'm playing in flipping WMCT, hopefully. I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed for that. I'm playing in Creator Conquest, and I'm playing in MTBC. So that should be fun. Obviously, it's gonna be a solo skirmish eventually too, but that's besides the point. As much as I want to make strides in this community, it's just not happening. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm away for that long, like I'm still gonna be here, just like only on weekends, which like I know it goes from like flipping 4 days a week to 3 days a week. It's less of a day, but like that's very that day amount is very like dependent on a lot of things. Oh, I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm like, apparently I don't die. That day amount is dependent on a lot of things. A lot of which I'm not gonna get into, and a lot of which are not in my control whatsoever, and are in the hands of my parents. Which is usually a negative thing considering what I'm talking about, but that's just how it is, I guess. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Just wrapping up, maybe I think a lot is happening. Um, you know, as much as I give off a certain way, I give off like I'm a certain way. I'm not. I'm a lot more just chill and a lot more just, to myself. And people don't see that. That's fine. I don't really care. You can see it, don't see it. You can hate me for it. You don't have to hate me for it. It's up to your decisions. And you know, I'm pretty happy with where I am online. As much as I think, oh my god, yes, meeting big creators would be awesome. I'm more than happy with the people I surround myself with. In terms of like, I already said, Kiwi's like, Jack's whole friend group. I'm missing a lot of people. Inferno, his whole friend group. You know what I mean? Like those people that I fuck with, and it's great that I'm able to even be here. Like the fact that I even have 1K and that I'm at the top of near the top of the small event community is absolutely like bonkers. Like it's nuts. I did not think that I would be this known by a lot of people, and it's awesome to see that. And not only that, but to be a good person, and be at that top is very hard to find. Because a lot of the big creators are low-key all dickheads for the most part. So, having nice people that you surround yourself with is a very, very, very hard thing to do, especially in the Minecraft community where everyone is so, picky and so, selfish, to be honest. And then on top of that, I just want to say, thank you, everyone. Obviously, I'm not going to be gone for a while right now, but thank you, everyone, for just giving me a place to talk and giving me a place to distract myself with. It's been really, really hard for me for a long time to just, I'm dead. To just, get in the right mental space. I'm still not, to be honest. I'm still very fucked up mentally, but it's been really hard for me to find my place, and I'm happy that you guys have given me a place to wait. And as much as I may not feel loved, and much as I may not be cared for, or much as as much as I may not feel loved or may not feel cared for, I know that there are people here that that appreciate me and that want me around and stuff, and that it's great. Obviously, that's really really awesome. Oh yeah, no, but that's it. Life update. It's weird. I hope that the next month and the next next 2025 goes my way. Will it? No. But can we pretend? Sure. Like we can pretend that, I think. Um, you know, that's my opinion. Do I think that I'm right in that opinion? I don't know. But all I know is that I'm gonna try my best. If I crash out, which is very likely, then you will know. But it'll be rough, but I'll get through it definitely. There's nothing bad happening to me at all. In the near future, I will try and be as positive as I can, and I will try and be as active as I can here because I do love you guys, and I do want to be around you guys. And yeah, that's it. As we queue in a sky battle, I will say that yeah, I hope that you guys have a great day, and that you guys live to see great lives and do great things because you all deserve it completely. Yeah, that's it. That's it from me, to be honest. How long's it been? It's been 24 minutes. Oh my god. All right, everyone have a good day, man. Bye bye. Oh my god. Oh wait, can I have in Minecraft? I can. What? Bye bye, gang.